Okay guys, we're now at the launch of the new Mercedes A-Class. From this angle, it looks exactly like the CLS. Very low slung hood, and they brought in two variants for now, A250, A200. You can see that, the red one over there, that's the A200. Look at the side intake area, it is very different from this. This is very similar to the current E-Class AMG kind of treatment, but the whole thing is fake actually. Look at that. There are only this one that diverts air to the wheel well. Other than that, this is not an intake at all. It is just here for garnishing purposes, but still it does direct some airflow through that and diverts it out here, and then to aid some aerodynamic flow. Now look at the bonnet, how, and it might be not so obvious on this, but you look at the red one, it's like one flat piece of bonnet without lines. This is an interesting take because look at that, look at the whole hood. I mean, it's like flat, absolutely flat, except for this line that creates a two-tone effect, right, with the curve. So even the grille actually, if you look at it, it's the same design except that all the dots on the A200 are not chrome. Alright, so the chrome one, it shows more. Basically the bumper is different between the two. Let's have a look at the side profile. And before that, okay, it's a clamshell hood. Mercedes did it very cleverly in hiding the cut line. So instead of having a cut line, they just make the bonnet to be a clamshell. So it sort of legitimizes the cut line because this is where the plastic starts, the metal ends. Okay, look at the side. That's the front side profile. These came with hand-cooked tires. And even look at the rim. The rim is actually quite interesting as well because what size is this? Where's the size? Okay, this is 18-inch. It is an 18-inch rim that looks smaller than it is because of this really thick edge there. I'm not sure what's the approach here because you look at the one on the A200, they actually look larger because it stretches all the way to the end, whereas this one has that thick rim there that sort of makes the car's rims look smaller than it actually is. So if you actually come here and have a look, let's look at this. These are shrouded with Bridgestones. This is 18-inch as well, but this rim looks a lot larger because it stretches all the way to the end. Okay, and powered by a 2-liter turbo as well. Yeah, these are lovely tires. The hand-cooked S1 Evos are lovely tires. Anything with the word Evo, you know, is better. Now, that's the interior. Let's have a quick look, okay? Very nice nubuck feel, kind of leather. Feels good, okay? The bottom part here is the same grade of plastics that they use. And when I saw this design on the global release where they sort of like hang halfway, I was a bit worried because I thought, will it move? It does a bit, okay? It does move a little bit, alright? This is just one flat panel here. I'm surprised where are the speakers. The speakers are just here. And this is very different from the previous, because this is only front and back. This is very plasticky, but they coated it though. But it does feel a little bit plasticky. Let's look at here. These are the seats. And rough plastics here, it's alright. Let's go inside because it's the design that wows people, right? And the technology now. This screen alone will sell a lot of cars for Mercedes-Benz. Okay, it looks like one giant panel, but actually inside there, look at the edges of the screen. Oh, very responsive touchscreen. So inside there, there's actually two screens going on, and there are lights emanating out of the the aircon vents, and there are also lights in here. Basically, there are the ambient lighting of this car is like a disco going on around here. Okay, this whole dashboard is some nice soft touch material. You almost feel like your perforated seats, right? Okay, let's come in here. And then this whole compartment is redesigned. This thing's sort of like floating here. Oh, nice. You can press this. And then this feels alright as well. Not super user-friendly, but it's nicely designed. And this thing, I can see this thing is a singular module that can be ported across different car models. Alright. Then push this open. And then I wonder if I can turn on the lights when I couldn't. Okay, basically. Okay, wait, let me on this. Turn on the lights here, so maybe it helps a little bit. Oh yes, it helps. So there's a USB-C port here. Wow, USB-C, that's a bit soon, right? And rubberized compartment down here, but it's not super big. I don't think my Note 8 fits. Okay, it fits just well. Sorry guys. Cup holders here, and I like this. You can push, and I presume you can. Oh no, you can't. Oh, is it? That's all it does? I thought I can remove this. Mercedes used to be able to remove it. I'm not sure if I can or could. Okay, this is the touchpad. Look at that. Operating this thing like that. It's haptic feedback. I can hear it. Click. The buttons feel alright. So this is touch sensitive, and there's an armrest over here. If you open here, you get a USB-C port as well. USB-C all around. Wow. Need to throw away your cables. Inside is carpeted. It feels good. And this one is very straightforward. Oh, very big compartment inside here. All right. The seats feel all right. The steering looks beautiful. Nice grip as well, and just the right size. And I love all this. Oh, these buttons are touch sensitive now. Oh no, you just push this up and down, and then this thing feels good to the touch. This is touch sensitive. The buttons feel good. Everything feels good. Yep. The interior build is alright. So you see, Mercedes is very smart with their interiors now. They carry their steering wheel design across the board. This thing here, look at this. This one module is portable as well. They can move it to multiple car models. This thing as well. This entire pod is portable as well, so they can put it across different models. Even this hatchback control and this screen as well. Very clever design of the interior. Okay, if you're talking about aesthetics, maybe the current A-Class is prettier in some aspects. Especially this part looks a bit. I mean, it looks good. I mean, it is a good design, but a departure from the current Mercedes design language, I would say. Okay, let's move to the back. Okay, this is a small car. Don't forget, this is a very small car. There's a little hole here, which is supposed to be the aircon vents. I don't know. Okay, this is a very small car. For my height, as I sit down here, see the seats are very low, so it doesn't support me from half my thigh onwards. It's no longer touching my legs, and I have to slot my shoes, my feet underneath the front seats, which helps. If not, it will be even tighter. Okay, and the room between the base of the back seat and the base of the rails for the front seats are very narrow, so it's still a very small car, make no mistake. Okay, it is a very, very small car. I have a little bit of 3 finger headroom. 3 finger headroom here. Close the doors, and the doors feel not very Mercedes, to be honest, and but it's still alright, acceptable. But these plastics are very Japanese car feeling. These plastics over here, it's the high quality sort of plastic, but it's not the really chunky solid German feel kind of plastic. Even the B-pillar claddings as well. And this thing, the handler in the middle here, there is the the molding line, so you can feel the line where both parts merge, and it's not the most solid feeling design here because of the way it's mounted on the door panel, I suppose. These plastics here are, yeah, it looks interesting. Going in and out, you might hit this because the roof line is taller and it curves down here, so the doors doesn't open up here, opens down lower down here, so you might hit here when you go in and out. Okay, so yep, the armrests are straightforward. You have the cup holders here. Okay, yep, let's go. Yeah, look at the door panels here. It's actually this part that makes me feel like it's not very. See, look at this. It looks very not European. European mostly they have like a chunk like that, you know, very solid kind of chunky feeling. Right. Let's have a look at the boot. Okay. Remember, this is the high spec. This is the 250. Okay. The boot space is very reasonable, rather spacious. Okay. It's supposed to be a woofer or speaker down here, a Bose sound system or Burmester, sorry, but it's empty, so it's not spec'd with. And then you can take off this parcel shelf, of course. And then, are there any levers that can drop the seats? No, there's some hooks over here. That's about it. It's 40-20-40 split. All right. So all in all, it's a small, compact, sporty car. Okay. These vents are fake as well. These exhausts. Where are the tips? Oh, these are fake exhausts. Why I say fake? Because the exhaust is here. If the exhaust is somewhere inside here, it is still real, but yeah, the exhaust is there. Alright, so that's the A250. The new A-Class is here. That's the A200. The A200 uses a 1.3 liter turbo engine, and it's actually the result of their collaboration with Nissan. Okay, I'll be upfront with you. It's a Nissan mill, okay? But I mean, if it is a good engine, I mean, Nissan makes good engine. Why not, right? So they both collaborate. Even Aston has a Mercedes engine, right? So that's the hood. Wow, there's no. There's no lining there.
I think the 250 may have.
The lining, oh, we should open it and have a look, right? The lining, right? So this is the A200. I would presume you get a smaller screen. Yes, you do. You get a smaller screen. Maybe some less equipment, but other than that, I don't see how big a difference it could be. The seats are different though. The seats on the A200 doesn't look as sporty as the seats in the A250. Yep. So, yeah, what else you need to know? Let's oops, sorry.